Have you ever left a therapy session feeling more frustrated, drained, or just off? Like you're supposed to feel supported, but instead you're thinking, this isn't working. I don't even like talking to this person. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken, you're not overreacting, and you're definitely not alone. That uncomfortable feeling might actually be the first sign that your therapist simply isn't the right match for you. And recognizing it is one of the most powerful steps you can take for your mental health. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Compassionate Living, where we talk all things mental health, self care, and navigating life's ups and downs. I'm your host, and today we're diving into something super important but often overlooked: what to do when you just don't click with your therapist. Maybe they rub you the wrong way, or sessions feel like they're going nowhere. Studies show that up to 50% of people switch therapists at some point. The good news? It's totally okay, and handling it right can lead to way better mental health support. In this video, we'll cover the signs it's not a good match, why it's fine to feel this way, practical steps to take, and tips for finding someone who truly gets you. Stick around till the end for a quick self-reflection exercise. First things first, how do you know if it's just a rough patch or a true mismatch? Therapy is personal. It's like dating for your brain. Not every connection is going to spark. Here are some common red flags. Number 1, you feel judged or misunderstood. If you're sharing your deepest thoughts and they respond with comments that make you defensive, like dismissing your feelings or pushing advice that doesn't align with your values, that's a sign. For example, if you're dealing with cultural issues and they don't seem culturally competent, it can feel invalidating. 2, sessions feel unproductive. Are you leaving appointments thinking, what was the point? Maybe they're too passive, just nodding without guiding you, or too directive, telling you what to do without exploring why. Therapy should challenge you gently, not leave you stuck in a loop. 3, personality clash. This one's big. If their humor doesn't land or their energy drains you, say they're super formal and you're more laid back, it can make opening up hard. Remember, therapists are human too. Sometimes it's just vibes. 4, boundary issues. Do they run over time, share too much about themselves, or make you uncomfortable in any way? That's not just a mismatch. It could be unprofessional. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. And 5, no progress after a fair shot. If you've given it 4 to 6 sessions and you're not feeling any shift, it might be time to reassess. Therapy isn't magic, but you should sense some momentum. Don't beat yourself up if these hit home. A bad fit doesn't mean you're hard to help. It means you need a different approach. Think of it like shoes. The wrong pair pinches, but the right ones let you run marathons. Now let's address the elephant in the room: guilt. So many people stick with a therapist they don't like because they feel bad about quitting or worry it's their fault. Spoiler, it's not. Here's why it's totally valid and even smart to make a change. Therapy is about you. You're investing time, money, and emotional energy. If it's not serving you, staying put can actually hinder your growth. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that the therapeutic alliance, the bond between you and your therapist, is one of the biggest predictors of success. A weak alliance? Progress stalls. Plus, therapists expect this. They're trained to handle it professionally. Most won't take it personally. They want what's best for you. In fact, ethical guidelines encourage them to refer clients if it's not working. It's empowering to advocate for yourself. Switching therapists teaches you to set boundaries and prioritize your needs, skills that spill over into other areas of life. I've heard from so many people who said changing therapists was the best decision they made. One even told me it saved their mental health journey. And hey, sometimes it's not dislike, it's just not the right specialty. If you're dealing with trauma and they're more geared toward general anxiety, that's a mismatch, not a failure. Bottom line, your mental health is too important to settle. Give yourself permission to seek better. All right, you've recognized the issue, now what? Here's a step-by-step guide to handle it gracefully and effectively. Step 1, reflect on your feelings. Before doing anything, journal about it. Ask yourself, what specifically bothers me? Is it fixable, like needing more structure in sessions? Or is it fundamental, like differing worldviews? This clarity helps you decide next moves and communicate better. Step 2, give it a fair chance, but set a limit. If it's early on, try 2 to 3 more sessions with an open mind. Sometimes building rapport takes time, but don't drag it out forever. Set a mental deadline, like, if I'm still unhappy in a month, I'll act. Step 3, communicate openly. This is key. Bring it up in session. Say something like, I've been feeling like we're not connecting on this issue. Can we adjust our approach? A good therapist will appreciate the feedback and might pivot. If they're defensive, that's another red flag. Practice this conversation with a friend first if it feels scary. Step 4, seek a second opinion if needed. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or even your primary doctor about your experience. They might offer perspective or recommend alternatives. If you're in a clinic or using insurance, ask about internal transfers. Step 5, decide to switch and do it right. If communication doesn't help, it's time to move on. End things professionally. I appreciate your time, but I think I need a different fit. You don't owe a long explanation. Request your records or a referral. Most therapists will provide them. Now, how do you find a new one? Start with directories like Psychology Today's Therapist Finder. Filter by specialty, location, insurance, and even things like gender or cultural background. Read reviews, but take them with a grain of salt. Everyone's experience differs. Consider teletherapy platforms like BetterHelp or Talkspace for more options. Ask for initial consultations. Many offer free intros to test the waters. Pro tip, prepare questions for your first session with a new therapist. Things like, what's your approach to my issue? Or how do you handle feedback? This sets you up for success. If money's tight, look into low-cost options, community clinics, university training programs, or apps with sliding scales. And if you're in crisis, don't wait. Hotlines like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 988 in the US, are there 24/7. One more thing. If your therapist has crossed ethical lines like inappropriate behavior, report it to their licensing board. Your safety comes first. Sometimes switching isn't immediate, maybe due to wait lists, insurance, or location. Here's how to cope in the meantime. Maximize what you can. Focus on the useful parts of sessions, even if it's just homework assignments. Use the time to build self-awareness. Supplement with self-help. Books like The Body Keeps the Score for trauma or apps like Calm for mindfulness can bridge the gap. Join support groups online, Reddit's Ars Therapy, or forums for your specific issue. Prioritize self-care. Exercise, sleep, hobbies. These aren't replacements, but can sustain you. Lean on your support network. Talking to friends isn't therapy, but it's validating. Track your progress independently. Keep a mood journal to see patterns outside of therapy. And remember, it's temporary. Keep searching for that better match. Persistence pays off. Before we wrap, let's do a quick exercise. Pause if you can and answer. On a scale of 1 to 10, how connected do you feel to your therapist? What one change would make sessions better? Jot it down. This could be your starting point. Thanks for listening. Handling a therapist mismatch is a sign of strength, not weakness. If you've been through this, share your story in the comments. Let's support each other. Drop a like if this helped, subscribe for more, and hit the bell for notifications. Remember, you're worthy of great care. Take care of yourselves out there. See you next time.